Brum, 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 brum.
Hello, good afternoon and welcome to You Drive RC. Yes, we've had a name change. We were RC Four Wheel Trails, but to be perfectly honest, I never liked the name from the get-go, and my young son always struggles to say it. Bit of a mouthful. So we've gone with a nice new name of You Drive RC. A lot easier, a lot simpler. But anyway, as you know, anybody that follows our channel knows we don't do massive amounts of long form videos. We are all about doing the shorts, but I thought I'd do a little bit of a longer video on this subject. So I've been wanting to compare these two cars for a while, even though they are in different scales. So everybody knows this is the FMS 112 scale Series 2 Land Rover, and this is the HG, I believe. I can't remember its full name, but its initial is HG, I believe. HG Willys Jeep, and with lots of die cast and lots of little bits of metal on it. Again, both very good scale vehicles. I'm not going to go too much into the stats because both of these vehicles have been out a while now. I think this has been out about 2 or 3 years, and this one I think it's just over a year, but both are very cool. We do like our scale 4x4s here at this channel, but this particular one I like very much. But anyway, the reason I'm doing a little comparison is because, first of all, I don't have the Rock Hobby 112 scale version of the Willys Jeep to do a comparison. So I thought, well, this is on the same platform as the Willys Jeep, the Rock Hobby, because obviously it's FMS. So I have to excuse the weather. It is very, very windy out here today. We had a bit of a storm going on. But anyway, it's not so much comparing, you know, which is better, anything like that. I just think that the times I've taken this out, this has been so capable, and it is very good for the money. So I've had a little bet going with my son to say that whatever this can do, and I reckon it can even do better. So that's more what it is. It's just more of a comparison video of, you know, which is better off-road, and, well, I suppose in some ways which is the best one in scale and looks as well. So but like I said, for anybody that don't know, so this is what the Series 2 looks like. I've done a little bit of work to it, added some private plates, little jerry can, little sticker there in the background. They are very, very nicely made. It's one of my favourite 112 vehicles. Obviously all bearing, metal ladder chassis, yada yada yada. Like I said, most people know what this is. It costs about £200 new when you buy it. I think you can get them a little bit cheaper now, but not a lot. They seem to hold their money well. This again is got a die cast front, die cast window. It's got a lot of metal bits, again metal dry shafts, bearing, has a winch on the front, all that good stuff. Has a lot of functions, funnily enough, on it, on the controller. It can, if I remember rightly, this does do engine sounds. Like I said, it's got a winch. It does a lot, but I'm not going to go too much into it. And to be perfectly honest, the control on this, I find it quite fussy. But again, this is the underneath. Again, metal ladder chassis, metal dry shafts, all that good stuff. So, like I said, they may not be perfect to scale. If I remember rightly, I'm sure the Willys Jeep is ever so slightly smaller than the Series 2 anyway. I might be wrong, but so I apologise for that. But like I said, they are very similar. So anyway, enough of the waffle. Let's get straight into the video and see which one. Well, see if this can go where this can go. Right, so that was a bit of fun. As you can probably hear in the background, the weather is awesome. We've got really strong gusty wind, which is making things difficult for everything. You can't believe how bad the wind is here. But anyway, not a particularly overly scientific or fair test. This test was just for fun. I just wanted to see, you know, if they could basically, if this Willys Jeep could keep up or go in the same places that the little Series 2 could go. The Series 2 suffered a little fatality. The roof did come off. That's no big deal. That type of thing happens. You can see a little miniature grasshopper in the back of the car there, along for the ride. But no, I knew this would be pretty good. The good thing is with that is that when you do start to slip and lose traction, which you're going to, because these are scale vehicles, and in their scale they are very good, but in this sort of environment they do struggle, and it's really damp. It doesn't look wet, but it is really damp. But this did well, and the fact you can change second gear, obviously servo assisted gear, it's when it did start to spin, you could get yourself out of trouble. Whereas this has 2 gears, but obviously you have to manually change the gears, which is, I don't know if you can see it, it's actually down there. Is my finger going to point it? About there, you can't see it, but it's about there. So that is, but I got to hand it. If I had to, I'd like to do a better test. We might do a better test in something a little bit more kinder in scale, and I still think personally this is the I don't want to say it's better, but it's definitely got more edge. The gear is just as low as that, but it seems to have a little bit more wheel speed in the first gear. But anyway, they did do really good. There is no real winner. They're both winners, and like I said, they are 2 completely different cars. Like I said, this I think I paid £60 for, and this I think I paid nearly £200 for back when I got it, I don't know, a year ago back now, whenever. And you know, they are both very good, but obviously this is great for the money, because like I said, for those that don't know, you've got all the lights, you've got sound, you've got start-up sound, you've got a metal gun, metal screen, you've got a winch. It has got, you can see it, the gauges do light up. So in some respects, if this is a great car if you want to stick it on your shelf and occasionally drive it and have a bit of fun, and then again, so is that. But anyway, that is today's video. I know it's a bit different. I just fancied doing it. And like I said, this was for fun. I'm not saying that this is way better than the FMS. But if you want to factor the price in, I think this is a whole lot of car for the price. But with that, please like, share, subscribe, stay tuned for more videos. Say bye, Curtis.
Bye.
That's my other... He did some of the driving in this, and here's my co-partner. Like I said before, we are a father-son team. But anyway, we'll see you all again soon. Take care.
Thanks for watching. See you soon.